think we're good. Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, nice to have you on today, Kate. Welcome
Thank
to
you for having
Marnie's
me.
Magic Minute. And super excited for you to share your story today with Team Diamond Global Network. Talk a little bit about the success that you've had in the last couple of weeks and what's coming up for you as a result of some very simple activity that you've taken in your business to get going. So first of all, congratulations so far on the last couple of weeks. You've got some momentum happening, which is great. You're all the way out in Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of International
headquarters.
Would love for you to share a little bit of your story with everyone listening and why you're excited about Zija.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having me, Marnie. Well, so my background, I work in hospitality management. I work for 2 hotels, large hotels in Salt Lake City. So we actually had the chance to meet when you were here at convention last October. So it was awesome. So I definitely have a full-time job that keeps me very busy, but I realized a while back that I wanted more for myself than what hospitality was going to bring. And, you know, obviously with most corporate careers, you hit a ceiling and there's only so far you can go and only so much time freedom you have. So I was introduced to Zija through someone in Darren's team. And I just knew that it was, you know, ask and you shall receive sort of opportunity, and I had to act on it. And so going to the convention was amazing to be able to feel the energy of the team and of the company and the leadership of the company. Like it was a testimony builder to me, like right off the bat, because it was right after I enrolled. So still fairly new. I'm still kind of getting my ground. And, you know, like I said, there's a lot of people obviously on the team that have full-time jobs and they're trying to balance, you know, full-time job, personal life with the business. And so yeah, I'm excited because I know that Zija is going to provide the opportunity for me to eventually leave my career in hospitality and have the life unlimited that we all want. So
amazing. Oh, well, and you've been off to a great start here ahead of Big Week. So you took advantage of the awesome webinar that we did last week.
Yes.
But I want you to share, we had a little bit of a chat earlier, and there was something that you did prior to that webinar that helped you see the success that you have now. So for everyone listening, to listen and learn from you of what you were doing, what you did do, that then caused some great momentum that's already happening for you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I was telling Marnie earlier, I was talking to a lot of people. I had been on calls every single day for at least a week leading up to the webinar, multiple calls a day. And so I had a lot of people that I was piquing interest, a lot of people that had, you know, some interest. We'd been on some calls. And so there was a lot of people to invite or potentially invite. And had I not been talking to people, I wouldn't have been able to get anyone plugged into the webinar. I wouldn't have had some enrollment last week and some coming up this week. And that was the key, obviously, in the business, is talking to people, right? So had I not had those people that I'd been talking to, and I didn't know that webinar was coming up, I had no clue, you know? So I was telling you, it was kind of serendipitous, but I just kind of was talking to so many people, and that's what, you know, led to me being able to get them plugged into the webinar and getting them excited about the team and the business.
Well, I think that's an important thing too, Kate, for everybody listening, is that not everybody is going to enroll the first time they hear about what we're doing, you know?
Definitely.
And those different types of exposures are what help people make the decision. I think the average is seven exposures is what somebody needs to see based on some marketing statistics. So love that you were already in the energy and the spirit of what you were doing and excited about doing it anyway. And then lo and behold, here's a webinar with Bob on it.
It was perfect. So yeah.
Awesome. So now you're in follow-up mode. So you've been following up with all these people. Talk to me a little bit about that and what that's led to for this week.
Well, I think so. Some of them, those who are enrolled, obviously following up, doing some additional trainings. Those who were plugged in, there were a couple that obviously not everyone is interested in what we have to offer. Even when you get Bob on the line, and that's okay. It's not for everyone. When you have Bob and Linda, you know, it's exciting, but the terror barrier hits or whatever it is that they face. And so, my focus this week is following up with people. One in particular that was on the webinar, she is really interested and she'll get in this week, but kind of just keeping I've been learning the magic of follow-up and like just being persistent with people for sure. Because the more contact you keep with them, and obviously you don't want to pester them and like drive them crazy, but like letting them know that you're still there and that you're still thinking about them and you're still here to help should they want it. I think so that is the mode that I'm in right now, is following up with a lot of these people and just making sure that, hey, this opportunity is still here. It is, act on it sooner than later, because especially with the momentum this week. But yeah, I think follow up is definitely key. So
amazing. Well, you've been off to a great start these last couple of weeks, fully leveraging big week and the excitement, and obviously the support and the connection with Bob and Linda Proctor helps. So using the tools, using that webinar, which is still posted on bigweek.rocks. But the importance is being in that energy of activity. Definitely. Being consistent with that, and I love what you just said about being consistent with your follow-up, because when our guests, when our prospects see us consistently following up, they know we're serious about it. They know we weren't just throwing something at the wall hoping it sticks,
Totally.
So
one other thing really quickly that I would mention is accountability, because I've been thinking about this and I just want to mention it really quickly because it's been on my mind all morning, is the importance of accountability, because I'm personally the kind of person, whatever. I get kind of overwhelmed by things easily, and it's easy for me to kind of like slow down and not like, but if I have someone that I'm being held accountable with, like get an accountability buddy in the business, or, I've got a mastermind group and now an accountability buddy in the business, that like your upline can only hold you so accountable. Like you have to, they're there to support and help, but they're not going to hold your hand through every baby step. And so I have an accountability buddy now. She's awesome on my team. And so knowing that I'm, going to report back to her every Monday morning and like tell her like, I don't want to keep disappointing her with no news. So it encourages me to act.
It's amazing how we will, our self-accountability is not enough.
No, it's not.
Like we are more worried about letting other people down than ourselves. But
totally.
That's a good little, life hack there, and definitely something that I love that you added that on. So for everyone listening and watching here, if you do not have that accountability partnership, and I love that you're right, it doesn't have to be your upline. It has to be somebody you love and you want to work with, and you want to be in partnership with. That's the beauty of this. We get to pick who we work with.
Totally.
And it doesn't matter where.
I love my upline. They're amazing. They're amazing. Jason and Darian, they're awesome. But they can't hold my hand. They've got a lot of people they're working with. So it's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for being on Marnie's Magic Minute today.
Thanks for having me.
I had a ton of fun listening and learning from you, and a lot of great takeaways for everyone listening. So keep up the great work. Congrats on everything, and excited to see you rank advance in the next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Marnie. Appreciate it.
Bye, Kate.
Have a good day. See ya.